What's going on, everyone? Welcome to Season 12 with DAP. My goal this season is to get you guys a look at all my fights throughout the season and see the good, the bad, and the ugly. We're in war number 1, and our first opponent is ASR, a very solid opponent, so we're going to have our A game. I'm taking paths 6 and 4, and I'm going to go with Quake, Omega, and Sabretooth. So let's take a look here. Alright, section 1, I'm going up to the middle section here. Path 6 is my first path, and as you can see, I have Kingpin to start with. The first node is All or Nothing Brute Force on node 4, so I'm going to go in with Quake. My primary strategy in war is to use Quake unless I can't. Now, Quake is not ideal for brute force because you actually have to hit the opponent. And so as you can see, I'm throwing in a couple jabs there to keep from degenning. "20 seconds into the season, I make a huge mistake here and get hit. And not only that, the brute force is activated and I'm degenning. So right now, I'm in some serious trouble. I got to get control over this fight. At this point, I cannot afford to take too much more degen damage. So there we go. Got another jab here. I'm okay with putting him above a bar of power because this is an all or nothing node, so he's not going to launch a special. I got to keep an eye on that brute force timer. There we go. Got the jab in. Got a little bit more control over the fight. Gonna have to get one more jab. No. Okay, we got him down. Whew. That was a close one. Not a good first fight of the season, but we got the W. All right, we're going to move up to node 21. We have Thing. Node 21 is All or Nothing and Fisticuffs. So for the first 30 seconds, he's going to be completely debuff immune. All right, so I'm going to go in here again with Quake. I'm going to play my style of debuff immune, which is basically parrying for blocks to reduce damage and letting him build up to his heavy, evade the heavies, and get him down through the aftershock. So let's take a look. In a pretty good rhythm here. On those heavies, it's just basically it's hold heavy, hold heavy, hold heavy. You know, you don't actually have to evade anything. It's just 3 heavies and you're back into your game. So now we're through the 30 seconds and he can now be stunned. He can now be concussed. So, you know, it's turning into a much easier fight at this point because the Fisticuffs is gone, and now we're just going to clean this guy up. So the second fight, definitely better than the first one, and Thing is down. Now, I was really surprised to get this next shared fight. It is a Night Monkey on node number 20. This node has Toggle Unstoppable, Power Focus, and Brute Force, so it's a pretty beefy combination here. And I'm going to go in with Omega. The reason for Omega here over Quake is the Brute Force without the All or Nothing node. I'm going to start building him power that really I don't want to do. On top of the evades that Night Monkey already has, this alliance, we also are facing the dodge mechanic, so there's a little more evading here than I'd like. So I'm going to do a lot more parry heavies as much as I can to try to be less dangerous for me. Overall sloppy start, but doing all right so far. And oh, I just took a hit there, so gonna have to get on control. He's unstoppable right now. I got Brute Force eating me up. He just heavied me, blocked a special. We are starting to get into a little bit of trouble. So I launched that special 2 to get out of the corner, but he went unstoppable. Now I'm taking a 5-hit combo. I am in some serious trouble. He's launching a special. I'm just going to duck into the corner. Oh, and he just died. Ooh, that degen was my friend. My goodness, I love Omega. So we got 2 kind of rocky fights, 1 good fight. Let's get into section 2, see if we can do any better here. I'm on path 4 here in section 2. First fight is Hyperion. There is redoubled determination and extend his buffs. Anytime he has a debuff, he's going to, gain more power and all that stuff. So there's going to be some power gain here that I'm not going to enjoy too much. But I knew this coming in, so I did pop an invulnerability boost, knowing that I really didn't have a way to control Hyperion's power. So knowing that I have that backup if he runs into a special 3, I don't really have to fear so much the power gain in this fight. So I will take that special 3 and continue on with what I'm trying to do. Alright, get back up, get put into the corner. He throws a heavy. I launch the special 2 to avoid the heavy and get, off the wall a little bit. So gave him some power, but I needed to get away from the wall. And yeah, so bait out the special 2, go back to work. Try to get these spores on him. No, not getting enough spores on this guy. So that's something I definitely need to work on for sure. Did bait out another special 2 there. Get those spore count back up. Nope, back off again. Now I need to be a little more aggressive with getting these spores on there. Launch the special 2. Just try to deal as much damage as I can before he launches his special 3. Go from there. So yeah, did quite a bit of damage there before he launched the special 3. I should have been that aggressive from the beginning, and I wasn't. But now I know better, and take this special 3. That's the second part of the invulnerability boost. I have one more if needed. But I'm not going to need that second one. I got the spores on him, launch a special 2, and end this guy. So, got him down. Not the best of fights, but, effective enough. Alright, now we're going to move up to Magic. And Magic as well has the redoubled determination, also has Strike Back. Strike Back's not going to be an issue. I'm going to go in with Quake. The only concern I have with this fight is Magic's heavy is very difficult for Quake to evade. So my parries have to be right on point, especially when I'm in the corner, so I don't take a heavy to the face. I do still have the invulnerability boost on from the last fight, so if that were to happen, I probably wouldn't see much from it. But just as a general rule, when I'm facing Magic, I gotta hit those parries. Otherwise, she's gonna launch a heavy and kick me right in the face. So, pretty straightforward fight here. Class advantage. She goes down pretty quickly. All right, now I'm going to move up to Node 41, a shared fight. We got Warlock here, and Node 41 can be a challenge at times. Because it has Tank Buster and Safeguard, could be an interesting fight. So the only thing I'm concerned about is Warlock's, infection. So I cannot make 20 contacts in this fight. Should be fine as long as no mistakes are made. So let's. Sometimes mistakes are made. So now I'm a little bit behind the 8 ball here. And I definitely need to be mistake-free if I'm going to take this guy down. I need to make sure I'm right on point with my parries and just let the Aftershock do its job. I'm taking a quick look here at the infection counter. I'm up to 10, 11. So my contacts, I still have 9 more contacts. I'm in pretty good shape as long as I don't make a mistake here. Should be able to get him down. Yes. Warlock goes down. All right, got through that one. Another nail biter. My goodness, I am not doing myself any favors here. All right, now we're going to move up to the boss island, and I do have one mini fight here. It's going to be Sinister, and I get this note a lot because of the enhanced power gain and special 2 bias, all that stuff, and Quake's just going to negate most of that stuff. So let's see what she can do here. So this is a very straightforward fight here. If you've ever fought Sinister with Quake, he has a 1-move heavy, so it's just a simple evade. Go back to your heavy, hit your parries as best as possible, and stick to the game plan. Like I said, very easy heavy to evade, and he's not going to be regenning anything because we're not hitting him. Definitely not hitting him critically because, we're not hitting him at all. So it's just going to be a straight downward hits here. I do notice that my Aftershock really isn't doing a ton of damage to this guy. Maybe his hit points are quite a bit up there. Probably didn't boost enough for this fight because, he's not gaining, he's not losing his health as fast as I would like it. Now, I'm not really in any danger. It's just, I could have made this a lot easier for myself rather than having to be a longer fight and, in case I made a mistake or two. But just going to stick to the game plan. Just going to take a little bit longer than normally it would. But we're going to get him down in a minute and a half, which still isn't that bad. And that's all she wrote for this first war in Season 12. So definitely some interesting fights. Let's go over some of the positives here. I had 0 deaths, which is great. I killed 7 opponents. I fought 2 of the shared fights and killed a mini-boss. So some good stuff there. I did have some DAP opportunities. I used 12 items, and I did have 3 rough fights. We were able to pull through and get the victory. I rate the Alliance an A- in this war victory today. I rate myself a B for the issues I had in some of the fights. Could have definitely been cleaner. So have a good time, guys. Thank you.